What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Heel Hookers podcast, episode 81. Let's fucking go. We got a big weekend ahead of us. I can't believe we're already here.
You keep saying already here, but I feel like it's taken forever. We've known about this for months, and the anticipation.
I don't know. I feel like for me, it's gone by fast. I
mean, it's crazy that we are here in March because I feel like the past month and a half have gone quick, but it took a while to get here because we knew for too long.
I feel like the only real lull in the time for me, it was
the main event.
Well, I was gonna say when there was just no fights over the end of the year to the start of the year. But I don't know. Once they get back into the fights, I feel like the weeks go quick. We're fucking flying through it, but we're here. UFC 299. We also got some fucking boxing going on Friday morning. Francis Ngannou, Anthony Joshua. We got a one card going on that night for women's. It's Women's Independence Day, right?
No, the month.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought it was. Oh, my bad. I don't.
International Women's Day.
No, International Women's Day was in September, and I think that's when they did it. And this is the month.
I thought it was I thought it was a day.
I thought it was the opposite.
Either way, it's cool for one, just putting a spotlight on the women for just what I mean.
Can we just for a second talk about
skip past it?
Women's Independence Day.
Same shit. You know what I meant.
You
know what I mean. But either way, before we get into all the good shit and all the fights, like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. It helps out. Let's fucking go. I'm not ready for all this. Every time I think about this card, UFC 299, I instantly go to the co-main event and the feelings that I'm going to have up to that point, through everything.
Yeah.
And it's going to be so much. There's going to be so many fights on this card where the anticipation, everything, those big fight feels, because we got fucking big names all the way down through the prelims on this one. Not as stacked out as UFC 300. Crazy that people are still trying to say that this one is better, but it's still an amazing card nonetheless. Main event, though. Sugar Sean O'Malley, Cheeto Vera in the rematch. It's been 4 years, almost 4 years. I'm pretty sure it was end of 2020 when they fought. Close to 4 years, though, since they fought. They both had much different runs since fighting each other. Sean just, constantly winning. He did have that one no contest with Pedro Munoz in there. That was very much of a nothing fight. Then, obviously, wins the title. Cheeto gets into the top 15 off of that win. Had some up and downs, mostly up. But had, he had the loss to
Jose and Corey.
I was about to say,
yeah, Corey.
Jose after Sean goes on a 4-fight winning streak, beating David Grant, Frank Edgar, Rob Font, Dominic Cruz, and then losing to Corey, beating Pedro.
Yeah, so on a solid 1-fight win streak, ranked number 6 in the division. Easily not the number 1 contender. Not even really the number 2, deserving of the title shot, Probably not even number 3, honestly.
No, he is only because of where things are at. Aljo is fighting at 45, so he's ranked at number 2, but he's not right there. Corey was injured. Petr Yan on a 3-fight losing streak, and then there's Cheeto. So the only one above him is Merab, honestly.
I was about to say, no, I would argue he was the number 3 option. Merab, Corey, him.
Well, the only reason why I took Corey out is because of the injury. You know what I mean? Obviously, timelines he could have fought here because they booked it so far out.
Yeah,
but when they booked it, injury.
No, yeah. When they were when we were talking about this potentially being the next title fight, we were all like, well, if it's in December, that's fine. Even January. They book it all the way out this far out. Yeah. And I will not get over how the UFC made Aljamain turn around on very quick notice to defend against Sean, but then they give Sean all the time in the world. Kind of just don't like the way they do things like that. But
yeah,
it's obviously there's 2 parts to it where it's obviously the disrespect on the certain fighters, and it's just needing main events and stuff like that, So it's they needed a main event for that August card, it's just and then having the next year completely just open and whatever trying to to your point, just giving Sean O'Malley all of that time, because both of them have not fought since that August card. Marlon getting the win over Pedro, and then Sean obviously winning the title.
Yep.
when it comes down to the fight, though, I have thought so much about this, and in so many different ways and everything. I still can't have a solid opinion on how I think this fight is going to go. I can just see it going all over the place, honestly.
I understand that completely. I've been doing the same thing, especially like just at work. It's been like very slow for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just keep going back to like fights and stuff in my head. I'm just like how they're gonna go, and it's just like, damn.
Because obviously, Sean, he's got the length, he's got the reach. He's 3 inches taller, 5'11", got a 2-inch reach advantage, 72-inch reach. I did think it was really funny because during the media day, Cheeto said that like he's fought him before, he stood in front of him, and that he was the same height and same like length as him. And then I heard him say, I'm just like, that doesn't seem right in my head. And then you just go and look, and it's like, yeah, that's just not right.
5'11" to 5'8".
Yeah. But I don't know. It's so hard. The biggest factors for me in this one are, is Sean O'Malley going to be able to fight his kind of a fight for 25 minutes? Because that's never been tested before. He's never
he's only gone 15 minutes twice.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's just, I don't know, man. Obviously, with the Petr Yan fight, the most recent decision that he had, it was a very grueling fight, back and forth war. Petr using grappling a lot, so that's obviously gonna just, work the cardio differently, get you more tired.
Yeah.
But with just, O'Malley definitely looking a little bit tired after that fight, I just don't know if, he can stay safe, keep the pressure on, because he does land a lot of strikes per minute. It's almost double to what Cheeto is. But it's like, I don't think he can keep that up for 25 minutes. I don't know. Like, it's hard.
Right.
Because on Cheeto's side, O'Malley's just talking that he's going to go out there and knock him out. And with all the kind of guys that Cheeto has fought, I think this is going to be his 23rd fight inside the UFC. Bro, no one's been able to finish him. No one's knocked him down. I don't know if Sean O'Malley is going to be the one to be able to put that on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. I don't see it happening, personally. I just don't think he can do it. Like, this dude was getting hit with clean shots from Rob Font. Rob Font's put people away. And he was the one knocking Rob Font down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, if Sean thinks that he's going to be able to go out there and just run him over, like, it's going to be a rough night for him, because like we said, I do want to correct myself because I said twice and I totally skipped over like a 2-bout run where he did go decisions twice. So he's gone to the decision 4 times. So 15 minutes, 4 times.
You said that because like it didn't seem right in my head, but
I totally skipped over the 2, like, and they were right in a row. So I don't know how I did it. But either way, it's going to be rough for him, because he's going to have to play it smart so that he can win over 5 rounds, because the odds of him knocking Cheeto out are very low.
Yes.
But Cheeto's going to end up picking up the pace. Rounds 3, 4, and 5 are going to be hard for Sean. And it's like, how is he going to handle that? How is he going to be able to deal with not only Cheeto's power, but just the pace that he starts to put on the later rounds? Like, can he hold up? I honestly, like, I know that you're really unsure, but I am leaning towards Cheeto. Like, I have the confidence that he can do it.
I was about to say, especially considering, like, what does Sean O'Malley look like? Because, again, Petr has put people out, but I wouldn't necessarily classify him as a power puncher. I'd more classify it as a cumulative damage that just knocks someone down, whereas Cheeto is legitimately like, he can put you down with one shot.
Yeah.
How does Sean deal with that? Like, what does his chin look like when he gets hit by someone like Cheeto on a counter?
And that's where it's hard too, because it's like in their first fight, obviously we didn't get much of it at all. It was everyone knows what happened with it.
But either way, it was round 1. We were never going to get the most out of Cheeto anyway. We're going to see the most out of him in rounds 4 and 5.
No, yeah. But,
so it's like...
but like, even with that, because as soon as like Sean, finally couldn't like stand up anymore, goes to the ground, Cheeto got on top and just smashed him with a few elbows, and they called the fight. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't... And it wasn't
like... It looked like he went out for a second.
Exactly, because it wasn't like, oh, he fucking hurt his ankle, he went down, and now it's like, okay, the fight's over because you hurt your ankle. It's like, nah, you got ground and pounded and put out with elbows. You know what I mean? Like, it's... I don't think he can take that clean, big shots from Cheeto on counters or whatever. And, I don't know.
And And also, it just takes one wrong move. Like, Cheeto is very, like, extremely smart and calculated in there to figure out, like, oh, when Dominic Cruz does this, he's going to actually dart this way. Front, like, lead head kick, put him out cold. And that's all he has to, he just needs to figure out that one thing that Sean does, and then all of a sudden, boom, he lands something.
No, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like Cheeto got good defense. He got great power. He has IQ. Like, it's gonna be rough for Sean.
And because and I mean, like, you know, with saying just like, oh, like the one thing that Sean does, it's like the biggest thing that he does is it's like he'll draw out the, you know, a big shot from you, like being on the like the switch stance side. So it's like, you know, you're orthodox, he goes southpaw, and then just like he'll pull out your power hand so he can counter that with his power hand. That like that's the exact shot that he got with Aljo. He did that to Thomas Almeida a bunch of times. Did that to Eddie Wine. Like, just so many guys where, you know, he just draws out that reaction. And it's like Cheeto's already wise to it. Like, he even brought it up in the media day that like that's what he likes to do. And so it's like
that's it.
That's like obviously knowing, because Sean O'Malley's got way more tools than just, you know, a fucking single shot counter. It's like he's got like amazing kicks, fucking to the legs, body, spinning kicks. Like, he'll throw everything in the fucking book at him.
I was about to say, good head movement, good just boxing in general.
Yeah, the range management is fucking amazing. And because like even just like watching his finishes and just like some of his like highlights just over time. The fucking one with Aljo, like getting out of the way of his left hand, like it was the like picture perfect range management. Like, you saw that he was just so in tune with it, just backs right out of the way. It's just right in front of him, eyes on the target, and just puts him out with the one shot. But it's just like to the point. I don't think he can do that to Cheeto. And over 25 minutes. I'm not sure that Sean's gonna be able to just stay safe. The other biggest thing I'm curious of is he going to use grappling in this one? He's not much of one to offensively grapple at all, but like with Cheeto, like you said, after he beat Sean O'Malley, loses to Jose Aldo, he easily lost that fight due to the grappling. Like, it just, Jose was able to take him down, get his back, and just control on him. I wonder if Sean's going to try and use that as part of his game, especially if like round 1 and 2, like he's hitting him with clean shots, doesn't get the knockout. If like he's landing all the shots that he normally does and he's putting people out, and Cheeto's like not even bruised up, he's not cut up, he's just walking them down. I wonder if he's just like, shit, like I might have to try and grapple this guy 3 through 5.
He might have to, like, who knows? And who knows, he might end up having to like almost panic shoot because his calf gets fucked up.
But shit, even then, it's like, can he maintain the fucking grappling over 5 rounds? Like, depending on when he goes, you know what I mean? It's like, because I really don't think that he's gonna sub him. Like, I don't think he's gonna be he's not gonna be the first person who finishes Cheeto. And it's like, can he hold up with it? Can he like just sit there and grapple for like over those rounds and just keep up with it? You know what I mean?
And how would his takedowns look? He might if he shoots a lazy double, like Marlon could easily just whip into a guillotine and just get him out of there.
Yeah, because I mean, with both of them, they're both tied for the second most knockouts in the bantamweight history overall with 6. Cheeto has the most finishes overall in the bantamweight history. Like, these guys finish fights. That's how like they like to get it done. I mean, like you said, you know, I don't think that it's very unlikely that Sean knocks him out, but I wouldn't like that wouldn't be the craziest thing. And I don't know, to me it's also like, I don't know, watching fucking Strickland beat Izzy's ass fucking technically on the feet for 25 minutes. It's like, ain't no one thought there was a hope in the fucking world for that to happen. It's like, there's just certain things. It's like, I don't know. Sean O'Malley is clearly an amazingly talented fighter. It's just, I wouldn't put it past him to be able to get something done like that, you know?
I agree with that.
But again, I'm giving that like 5% chance or something. Like, it's real low on the list of outcomes of like of how it's going to go down.
Yeah.
But yeah, because if Sean is able to, I mean, especially if Sean does get a knockout over Cheeto, that is definitely going to be really big for him and like his star power and just like, you know, constantly.
That's a feather in the cap.
Yeah, like that. That's a giant thing for him. Him versus Merab next. That'd be a real fun fight for Cheeto. Yep. If he's able to beat Sugar Sean, I mean, he's already a giant star in Ecuador, you know, like the fucking media day attendance, 120 media members showed out for it, 40 of them were from Ecuador. Like, to have a third of the fucking media from, like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy.
Just absolutely insane. If Cheeto goes out there and knocks out Sean, beats him in spectacular fashion, like, already getting chills thinking about it. Like, that would be so awesome for a man. Like, it's like part of me wants Sean to win, but it's like I would also just love that so much for Cheeto if he gets it done.
I would too. The only reason I would hate it is because of Dana saying Merab is next, because Merab ragdolls him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Now, if he gets caught with a left hook, like if he gets caught when he does like engage in the pocket, he's been dropped or almost dropped by a left hook twice, and Cheeto has a lot more power than both Moraes and Cejudo, so he could probably put him out as well.
Yeah.
It just stylistically, it is a terrible matchup for him, though.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very much more in, like, the same vein of, like, this fight where it's just like, okay, can Sean do the thing over 25 minutes, or does Cheeto get, like, the big shot? Where it's, like, it's gonna be like that with Merab, like, can Cheeto land that big shot? But it's like, we know
Merab can hold up.
Yeah.
We know Merab can keep up a pace and put on the pressure, so it really just comes down to, can Cheeto get the big shot?
Exactly.
That's what that comes down to.
Yeah. So exactly. That would be such a tough fight for him, but I would still love to see that too. That would be such a big fight. Yeah.
So anyway, Cheeto by knockout or decision?
I don't have a solid. I don't know what I'm going for on my Tapology picks. Like,
yeah, for real. This one especially.
Is like Cheeto second round knockout or decision, or Sean third round knockout or decision? That's what.
Second round for Cheeto?
Yeah.
I would think like 4.
It could happen
3,
too.
4.
I could see him finishing
5.
him at, honestly, any single round. I would not be surprised. I would be very surprised if Sean finishes him inside of 10 minutes.
Same. But like what I understand where Jimmy's coming from, because like even though he doesn't like put a pace out there or whatever,
I know
he does counter in those first rounds. So like he was knocking down Rob Font second round, like at the end of the second round, third round, fourth round. So like I can see it just happening.
Either way, no matter how this fight plays out, no matter what, it's gonna be great. I am so fucking excited for this one. Great main event. This co-main event.
Yep.
Even crazier feels heading into this one. Dustin Poirier taking on Benoit Saint-Denis. Just for all the shit of just like Dustin's just trying for these big fights, big money fights, holding up a spot, all that. Number 3 taking on number 12. You can't deny it anymore. Of just, you know what I mean. You got to give him that respect.
Yeah.
And of all motherfuckers to go up against, fucking Benoit has just been on an absolute tear. He had the rough debut. You know, we mentioned that in the last couple.
Short notice.
3 years ago now. Yeah.
He is just such a calm, cold, calculated killer that, I don't know, as it's getting closer, I'm just getting more and more nervous for Dustin heading into this one. He's never lost 2 in a row in his entire career. He's coming off a head kick knockout loss to Justin Gaethje. Fucking Benoit's coming off a head kick knockout win over Matt Frivola. I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is,
I was about to say,
all I can say, probably fight of the night.
Yeah.
Benoit, 2 of his finishes in his last 5 have been rear naked choke. Dustin's been finished by rear naked choke a lot.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how much this one is going to involve grappling.
Well, knock him down, try to finish him on the ground, then it's just like, oh, the choke's there.
No, yeah.
I'm not saying like he's gonna try and take him down, but like,
I mean, he probably will. Like, that won't be surprising at all. Like, Benoit does be shooting, and I'm pretty sure like damn near all of his fights.
And he does have a good amount of subs, honestly.
But
yeah,
I just 100%.
I just feel like he's ready for a bloodbath in this one. I feel like that's the kind of fight that he wants. That's always the type of fight that Dustin's gonna bring in every single fight of his entire career. Just what a legend for taking him on.
It's gonna be a fucked up fight.
Yeah,
in a good way.
Yeah, I mean Benoit on like the betting lines, he is the favorite heading into this one. I'm pretty sure at this point he's close to like a -200 favorite. I think he might be over it, which is pretty insane. Yeah. Who are you guys favoring heading into this one?
I'm taking Benoit.
Yeah.
He's 13-1. All 13 wins are by finish. His one loss, like, we know how that went. He's tough as shit and made it to getting beat up over 3 rounds. You know what I mean? Like, the one decision he was in, like, just showed how fucking tough and durable he was in a terrible way. I just think he's real fucking dangerous, and it's like Dustin's been put out multiple times. Like, Benoit has the power to do it. It just wouldn't surprise me at all. Like, I'm kind of just leaning towards that.
I definitely understand it. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that Benoit can go out there and get like a beautiful knockout win.
I mean, it is 5 rounds, so like, unless it's just kind of the same thing, like, I would be surprised if Dustin finished him just because Benoit's tough as shit. I mean, not the most surprised, but just kind of. It could end up being just one of those things where it does just get beat up over. Not all 5. I think it's going to be crazy, but Dustin could win the decision.
No,
he could end up tired. 100%. He could end up.
If it goes 5, I'm favoring Dustin for sure in that, honestly.
100%.
Yeah.
Because it's like, Benoit, I honestly think that at some point in his career, he will probably be a UFC champion. Like, he is just too good of a fighter. I don't know. With the fact of it being 5 rounds, it's just such a big step up in competition.
Yeah.
I just kind of have a feeling that he might put on a pace throughout the first 2, possibly 3 rounds that
he can't hold up to.
Yeah, like Dustin's gonna be with him. He's gonna Dustin can be in a war for 5 rounds like that.
Yeah.
I honestly I feel like Dustin might end up getting like a 4th or 5th round finish, honestly. Like I
just feel like Benoit's gonna finish him early.
It's possible.
That's entirely possible.
Like, Dustin's been finished early in his career many a times. I'm pretty sure that all of his knockout losses come by like 1st or 2nd round knockout.
I would, if I'm remembering right, yes. Yeah, 2nd and 1st. When it comes to subs, 3rd and 4th.
Subs later, but been knocked out early in like the fights that he has gotten knocked out in. So it's entirely possible. I'm
35 years old now too. It's just like,
he's definitely on the older side, which it just, I felt like for so long just watching Dustin fight, and it's just like, damn, it's so crazy how young he is. It's so crazy how young he is, and it just feels like overnight. Just 35 years old now, and just
it's like, wait, what?
I don't know. Benoit definitely has the ability. He's got the physicality, and I feel like probably just like the biggest factor like in him getting an early knockout is just like his ferocity and just his willingness to go after him.
Yeah. I mean, shit. We just got looked at the Chandler fight with Dustin Poirier. Like, Chandler was piecing him up in that 1st round.
Yeah.
And he was beating him up.
No, yeah.
So it's just like Benoit could do the same thing.
Easily. Even in the fucking I guess it would have been the 2nd McGregor fight. But like he even said that he hit him with the shot that rattled him, that if he did follow it up and have that, like, he would have been in trouble. And so it's like, he can get clipped early. I just feel like
especially
Dustin's gonna be able to pull it out, man. It would be so awesome for him to just be able to, I don't know. Like, it would be awesome for Benoit to get that big jump up, just become a new name right there at the top, because it's like, if he knocks out Dustin, I don't think anyone would be mad if he got a title shot, like, right off of that. He won't get it, but he's right there.
The thing is that, like, I love Dustin, but I'm so ready for, like, just the new tide of fighters. So it would just suck if, like, we finally got Dustin fighting someone who's, like, an up-and-coming guy, and then he just finishes him. It's like, damn, bro, like, we can't get nobody new in the top of 155. Like, we got Armin, but he's about to lose to Oliveira, so.
I know, but I don't want to see Dusty get finished twice in a row, man.
I know it sucks, but it's the fight game, and Benoit's here to be the new generation of bangers at 155, and it's gonna be great.
Is Benoit gonna Ilya to Poirier? Fucking Poirier?
Maybe.
There are parallels now that I'm actually thinking about it. Volkanovski and Poirier both over 30, 35 over. Last fight before their fights this year got head kick knocked out. Both fighting up and comers who have been on great streaks of finishing other fight. The parallels to this are actually kind of insane, and I think I've convinced myself Benoit's getting the finish no matter what.
I feel like all of these things are only convincing me more that Dustin's finishing him in the 4th round. In all honesty, I feel like it's because of all the things of why Benoit should win and get it done is just why it's not going to happen. Because it's not a title fight. That makes all the difference. And it's such a big step up. Like,
no, it is.
It was not like, Ilya destroyed Josh Emmett over 5 rounds before getting into a fight. It's like I understand the parallels, but it is still like just very different.
There is definitely a difference between Emmett and Frivola. I will give you that.
Yeah, entirely different. But I don't know, man. This is going to be a banger of a fight as long as it lasts.
100%.
The only way that it doesn't get fight of the night is if it's, Benoit just goes out there and just runs over Dustin and just...
A performance is going to be given out to this fight no matter what.
Yes.
Or I mean a bonus.
Yeah. Very possible that the winner doubles up on bonuses even too. Because it's like...
I was about to say, yeah.
Because it's just like, who fucking knows, man? Like, what if Benoit does just have fucking cardio for 5?
That's what I was thinking too. Like, imagine like it does go 5, but he just shows out that he's a cardio machine too. He just doesn't go far enough because people can't. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
people just can't handle it.
Yeah, people can't hang, so they don't make it out the second. But
because if he has cardio to go 5 rounds at a good pace, like with keeping his power and everything, then I'm not sure if Dustin can actually win this fight, honestly. Like, I feel like that'll be entirely different.
Factor, yeah.
I was about to say, at that point, there are very few people in the 155 division I'd favor against him.
Yeah. It would probably just be Islam.
Honestly, it would be Islam.
I don't even know if I'd favor Oliveira. Even if Armin gets a win over Oliveira, I don't know if I favor Armin. Maybe.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't favor Armin.
But it's like
I definitely wouldn't favor Gaethje, even though that'd be a banger of a fight.
Yeah. Max Holloway, just the real fucking 155 champ. We're all gonna find out. Let's go. But it's gonna be a great fight. Amazing co-main event. I'm so happy that they booked it on this card. Booked it for 5 rounds. Yes. That was easily the way that they had to go with it. When was the?
Yep.
I forgot that fucking Poirier then Chandler was scheduled for a 3 round, because I was gonna say, when's the last time fucking he wasn't in a fucking 5 round fight? And I was like, oh yeah, 2 fights ago.
Chandler.
But it didn't matter because he still got the finish. But that's also the thing with Dustin. It's like because that was like something I was thinking about before I almost forgot to bring up. But it's like the first one to ever submit Michael Chandler in an MMA fight, the first one to ever knock out Conor McGregor in an MMA fight, the only man ever in MMA to finish Max Holloway. Like, this dude has so many amazing accolades on his record, aside from, like, he only got the interim title, but it's like, I don't know. I know a lot of people don't really look at that as shit, but it's like...
He's one of those fighters that, like, didn't make it to the top as in, like, champ, but he's still done great things, and he's an undeniably great fighter.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, no, if this was, like, other sports in terms of, like, the Hall of Fame, he'd be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this dude's been ranked in the top 15 at lightweight for, like, the last 8 years. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
It's fucking insane. He's only lost to the fucking best of the best, like, over the, like, last recent years. Like, the one Michael Johnson, like, fucking 2016.
The one of them that isn't like the other, but it makes sense because it's Michael Johnson. It's like, it's okay.
Yep.
Yeah. First one to ever knock out Bobby Green, too. Another little feather in his cap. There's so many things for this man. So it's like I said, I would love to see him to get the win and just, not just go out on a 2-fight losing streak and finish. But it's also like, even if he did, He's made more than enough money for him and his family to be set. Like, he's fucking fine.
I was about to say,
I mean,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say he was even saying that he's not here for the money. He's good. Like, he's fighting because he wants to do it for him. That he thinks after this one more fight and he can get the title shot. Like,
yeah.
And I mean, he's right, honestly. Like,
no, for real. Like,
but yeah, it's gonna be a dogfight. I'm all fucking for it. Let's fucking go. And because it's just such a stacked out pay-per-view, the fucking hype doesn't really even die down at all. Because the featured bout, what a fucking... You want to know what this fight truly is?
What?
A fight between two kung fu masters. Kevin Holland versus MVP. Both of them got their martial arts journey started in kung fu. It's a great little thing that they got going on.
Also, can we just talk about, in terms of like shit talk and like how people like interact, like Kevin Holland talks shit, but he's like the good guy shit talker, where he's not really talking shit. It's mainly like
wipe your booger, good man.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's like doing it for the laughs. I had a dream like this once. Think. And then you have Michael Venom Page, who's a bad shit talker, like who's doing it to piss people off.
Yeah. They both are for sure very big characters in MMA. Yeah. That is like, you think if MVP gets a beautiful knockout win, he'll have some like little shit planned for inside the octagon? Do you think the UFC will let him?
I was about to say, will the UFC let him, or
he won't say nothing? He'll just do it.
I was about to say, or does he sneak it in?
He just brings out a live snake and just starts like. What, Jalen used to come to weigh-ins with fucking Jalen Turner came in with tarantulas.
Yeah, but that's weigh-ins. That's not in the fucking cage.
What's really the difference, you know?
Tarantulas are cool.
Who's the color guy for PFL? The main commentator.
Sean McConnell.
Yeah, he'd come into weigh-ins with weird shit all the time. Like
always like gags and stuff. Yeah. I remember one time they had
flowers to this guy.
Yeah, it's like you can do that for the weigh-ins.
But not yet. The hardest thing, it's gonna be so good no matter what. The hardest thing about this fight is, where is MVP really at? You know what I mean? That's where we're gonna get to find out.
And does Kevin Holland want to win?
He never wants to win.
I was about to say,
he wants to have fun.
I was gonna say, you said it all depends on what we're gonna find. Like, the real question is, what is MVP actually like? Like, where is he actually at? My thing was, I thought you were gonna say, which Kevin Holland shows up? The one who's just like down for a scrap but is trying to win, or the one who's down for a scrap but doesn't care?
When is he ever really trying to? Can you point out a specific moment where he was more serious than any other time?
Him versus Vettori.
Was he?
Yes.
I don't remember. Either way, though, he's fucking wacky as shit. MVP, he's honestly got a beautiful style to watch. One of the greatest fucking MMA highlight reels to go through. He's knocked out so many fucking terrible people that fight in MMA, but he does it in spectacular fashion every single time.
Yep.
What do you think, Ginger? Who do you think, at the end of the day, is going to be able to get this one done? MVP, Holland, who you leaning towards?
I'm not going to be honest. I feel like I'm leaning towards Holland.
You're not going to be honest? So you're leaning towards MVP? Let's go!
Did I say not?
Yeah, yeah. You were like, I'm not going to be honest.
I think I was having two separate thoughts.
I understand. It was just really funny.
And I'm going to be honest.
Oh, that was good.
It's all right.
Jojo's just out here lying.
It happens to me all the time, and I always get laughed at for it, so I just had to bring it up
it's fine.
because it was
but
funny.
No,
I'm going to just lie to you motherfuckers real quick. Holland in the bag. Bet all your fucking money on it.
Let me troll y'all real quick. But no, I actually, I'm leaning towards Holland. And I feel like because he has, besides Hamzat, like, no one really shit talks him. And he actually wanted to beat Hamzat's ass. Now he got fucking grapple fucked, but that's because it's fucking Hamzat.
Yeah. He was never going to beat Hamzat's ass.
Yeah, especially not first round Hamzat.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, he wanted to. I feel like Michael Van Page might just hit those buttons, and he just might be like, no, fuck it, I'm going to just beat your ass. And he can do it. Like, he has the skill set to be able to beat someone like Michael Van Page.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Michael Van Page also has the skill set to beat someone like him.
Yeah, that's why I said it just comes down to if Kevin wants to or not. Like, I have no idea where it's going to go. Like, Kevin is so unpredictable.
I feel like it will all be more clear after the press conference.
It's funny because in my head, I kind of thought that MVP might be taller than him, or like the longer guy. Kevin Holland, 1 inch taller at 6'3". He's got 81-inch reach. No reach on the UFC website for MVP. What does Tapology have?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll pull it up right now.
Tapology has 79.
79? Yeah. Okay. So
6'3", 79-inch reach.
Okay. So yeah, basically the same. The one thing that is very interesting, looking at his stats though, strikes absorbed per minute for MVP, 0.45 the UFC has it at. This dude does not get touched a lot. Also got 100% takedown defense.
Yep.
Which, that doesn't seem right. I could have sworn he got taken down by Logan Storley. Where's the UFC? This dude hasn't fought in the UFC. Where are they pulling these numbers from? Bellator has no numbers ever.
Yeah, they just made some shit up. They wanted to make him look good.
100% takedown accuracy?
That does not sound right at all.
That's crazy.
Where did they pull these numbers?
And a 3.4 takedown average. I feel like even that doesn't sound right.
No, he was taking down Paul Daly a lot when they fought.
Paul Daly in 2019, though. Like,
yeah, but he does have, like,
he does take people down sometimes.
Yeah, his average fight time is 2 minutes and 13 seconds, so it's like having a longer fight landing takedowns.
Having a 15-minute fight landing takedowns
that's true.
Is gonna...
It skews the numbers a bit, you know what I mean?
And for sure. It's like, I'm looking, and it's like, bro, like, he be getting so many finishes early that it's like, when is he taking people down?
Yeah, that one Paul Daly
definitely, fight. Like, the Daly fight.
Yeah, he says Paul Daly. I'm like, that's 5 years ago.
Yeah, dog.
But considering, like,
that's all it takes is one fight.
What, 1, 2, 3. He's had 4 other decisions outside of, like, after that fight.
Yeah. Yeah, he does not go often.
I was about to say, and before that, he didn't have a single... No, sorry, he had 1 decision in 2014.
Yeah, it was like 23 fights. He's got 6 decisions. You know, like, he does. He's not going the distance often at all, or 7 decisions, whatever it was. But yeah, all I know, this shit is definitely going to be a fun fight.
Kevin
Holland by Darce choke?
That's entirely possible.
I don't know. I feel like MVP is just going to win in spectacular fashion, honestly. He's talking about that the grip of the octagon is entirely different than Bellator. It's way more grippy.
Oh, so he does get leg kicked and then uppercutted?
Yeah, you're a little slipping and sliding, you know what I mean? You got no balance. It's terrible for his style. In and out, light on your feet.
Yeah. No, that would be fair.
Kevin Holland, he likes to hop into shit, you know what I mean?
That will definitely... I will say this. If the fight does go to the ground, Kevin Holland, I think, has 100% the advantage on the ground.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I just don't see this fight going to the ground. I feel like Holland might try to take it to the ground, but I don't even think that he's going to be able to really, like, grab takedowns on MVP. His just range management, the distance, like, it's just so good.
No, I get it. I'm just saying, if it does, I 100% you should be favoring Holland in those situations. And then I was going to say something else, and you started talking. I'm like, shit, I've just lost it.
It do be like that.
But yeah, it's going to be great, though. I'm so excited for the fucking UFC debut of MVP. It's been far too long. Let's fucking go.
5 years too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's better late than never, what they say, right?
Wouldn't say that's the case in things like this, but anyway.
He's not gonna fight for a title, so it's fine. This next fight, though, this is, other than like obviously main and co-main event, just like the biggest fights on the card. This is my most anticipated fight on the card. Welterweight bout, top 15 guys. Gilbert Burns, been around in the top of welterweight for years now, taking on Jack Della Maddalena. Same with the co-main event, a giant step up in competition for Jack taking on Gilbert Burns.
Yep.
However, I just do not have the same fears for Jack at all in the potentials. I honestly think that he's going to go out there, jab up Gilbert, and probably finish him in the first round. I feel like this is going to be a pretty easy fight for Jack, honestly.
I don't feel that way at all.
I'd say same, but for different reasons, probably.
Because, like, Burns, he's a bit chinny, but he's only been finished twice. One down at 55 against Dan Hooker, and then Usman at, obviously, 170. Knocked out finished, I should say. But I think it's gonna be much harder than that. I wouldn't be surprised if Jack wins, but I don't think it's gonna be that easy at all. It could be because his last two performances haven't been the greatest. Like him versus Kevin Holland really just felt like they were both just kind of sparring in there. It didn't feel like they were really like trying to fight, against Basil Hafez, that was just like not great, honestly. And the worst part about it is he was originally booked to fight Sean Brady, who is a wrestler grappler, and then he got wrestle fucked by a guy making his debut short notice. So it's just like, that's not a great look. Gilbert's down to scrap, man.
Yeah.
Jack is on a great streak, but his two losses are by knockout and submission. So it's like he can be finished both ways too. I know it's obviously been a while. Like that was like his literal first two fights. Exactly. So I'm not trying
16 fight win.
I feel like I'm not trying to like hold it against him, but just 100%. The fact that like he can get knocked out. It's just I don't know. Like Gilbert could really outvet him. If it goes to the ground, I think Jack is in fucking danger. I don't know how it's gonna go. I do favor Jack, but I wouldn't be surprised if Gilbert had like got the upset.
Oh, yeah, no. Because that's the thing, like, Gilbert he also just has power. Like, people forget, like, he has power, and, like, he's down to scrap, and if he goes down and Jack follows him, Jack could be the one more in danger than Gilbert in that situation.
It depends on how hurt Gilbert is, honestly. Because, if Jack just follows it up and Gilbert's hurt, like, it could be finished, but... If he just, like, it's a quick drop and he recovers, then yeah, for sure.
Because, I don't know, even just, like, thinking about, like, the Usman one, like, when he got, like, put down, it's like, he was done, man, you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, but, like, that was the last one that put him down. Because before that, Usman was like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. I know how good you are down there. So that's what I'm saying, though, like, is Jack could, like, put him down, like, how... Usman did in, like, I think the end of the first or midway through the second. And then it's like, he just goes down to follow because he thinks he's got him. But it's like, oh no, I have you now, motherfucker,
No, yeah. Like, it's definitely possible. I don't know. I just feel like the hands that he's gonna put on Gilbert, it's like... It just like he might just get a fucking clean KO on him, you know what I mean? He just like hits him up with a fucking combo, puts him down, and like the fight's over.
He definitely could, and that would be great for him. But I don't know. I feel like because the way that he fought against even fucking Kevin, like I know it's hard to fight Kevin seriously when you got him in there fucking laughing, talking, all of that shit. But it's like obviously Gilbert's dangerous, and I don't think Jack is dumb. So like if he's trying to play it too smart, then like. Who knows if he'll really engage enough to like get in there early,
I mean,
and that's the other thing is just if he does play it safe, like Gilbert can like just like win off of things like leg kicks, takedown attempt, and that's the other thing is Gilbert, even though he's down to scrap, he is also willing to just be like, no, fuck you, double leg takedown.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's so many questions in all these fights.
It's
crazy.
That's why this is such a great card because they're just
very much a vets versus prospects card.
Yeah, because
I do think Jack can win though.
Damn.
And I do hope he does win. But I just don't like if he gets it done early, I won't be surprised. But like I am anticipating it to be a bit rougher for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know, man. It's hard. Like, but yeah, I just have real good confidence in this one. Like, it's entirely possible. Like, especially like you said, Ginger, that Gilbert, like when he fought Wonder Boy, he's like, I'm taking you fucking down. Like,
when he fought Neil Magny, he just said, "Fuck you," took him down real quick, and darced him.
Yeah, but because it's like with the Kevin Holland one, I really do feel like that one with Jack. It's like Kevin is so much taller, so much longer. He's very dangerous on the feet. He has submission, so I feel like he was very much playing that one safe.
No, yeah, for sure. And then on top of it, he's having fun. So it's like, how do you read the situation? I'm not trying to like really hate on him. It just leaves questions.
No, yeah. And then with just like how we've been saying that Gilbert's down to scrap, like he's going to push him. He's going to like go into him. He's going to push the pace. And it's like Gilbert has just struggled with a jab throughout his entire career. And with Ilya fighting recently, talking about like the pocket boxing, just like the inside work, Jack is right up there with him in just the ability to fuck people up. His eyes inside of there. Like Gilbert just isn't that technical of a striker or that diverse of a striker. No. I just feel like it. Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure. Because Jack got good body work. Like
No, I completely understand where you're coming from, but it's just like, how does it just? There are going to be a lot of questions that are going to be answered in this fight.
It's like, which direction does it actually go?
Because, like, if I'm Gilbert's camp and I'm seeing, like, how Jack struggled against Basile, I'm like, you're taking this guy down first round. We're seeing, like, the first thing you're attempting is a double leg takedown. We want to see where he's at.
Yeah. No.
Because if he can take him down and he's making those mistakes he made against Basile, he is getting arm triangled.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but like that's where it's also like he ain't trying to fucking jump no gillies on fucking Gilbert. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure if fucking Gilbert's getting close, he's fucking underhooks frame and disengage out. You know what I mean? It's gonna be an entirely different game plan. Like
I'm just saying, like
I feel like he was training for Sean Brady and he was just down to grapple that one. You know?
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying though. It's just like if I'm his team, I'm saying that's the first thing we're doing. See where his mind is at so we can just go from there, because then I can formulate 2 game plans. All right, you go down, cool, perfect, we're riding out on grappling. He's ready for it. All right, we need to mix the striking and the grappling a lot more than we thought we would need to.
100%. Definitely the smart thing to go. Just another great fight, another top fight in a fucking stacked division. So fucking ready for it. Let's fucking go. And to open this shit all up, an amazing fight.
Vet versus vet with a prospect age.
Yep. Piotr Yan, former champ, taking on Song Yadong. They were booked to fight in December. Piotr was saying in the media day that he heard about that fight when it was talked about online. Like there was he never had any intentions of fighting in December.
That's
crazy.
Yeah. So, just a classic little UFC thing with that. But
Dana, confirm. Just stop announcing fights like that.
It's never gonna stop.
I know, and we're gonna keep hearing about it, and then it's like, I never signed a contract. I didn't even know about it.
Yep. And I mean, shit, even with the co-main the whole Dustin situation where he was just like, this fight's off, and immediately he's like, just miscommunication, don't want to talk about it. It's like, just a whole bunch of shit going on.
Benoit's coach in like an interview was saying he didn't know about the fight until like it was announced, so he's like, oh shit.
That's crazy. But either way, though, this one, Piotr Yang, Song Yadong, this is going to be such a great fight. It's very funny looking at their stats and just seeing how similar just across the board that they are. Just in terms of everything. Just the amount of strikes that they land per minute, like their accuracy, defense, like it's just all very close to each other. I know we got a good little talk about this when, it was all announced and everything. I'm very much on the side of Piotr. Ginger's on the side of Song Yadong. And my fucking stance has not changed at all. I feel like Piotr has taken damn near a year off to the day at this point. I know it was March sometime that he fought Merab in his last fight. I feel like he's taken that time. He's probably worked on a whole lot of things. Maybe some little steroids in there too. Who knows? You know what I mean? We ain't got no USADA anymore. No?
Not wrong.
Talk to Bobby Green. The guys out in Thailand, they're all doing steroids. It's just over the counter, you know? But no, I just really think that across 3 rounds, Piotr's just going to be more technical, more solid everywhere, just more well-rounded. I think he's going to beat up Song Yadong over 3 and get an easy unanimous decision win, honestly.
Yeah, look, and I even said back when we first did this fight announcement was just, this can go either way, honestly. Like, I just think I prefer Yadong just that much more. And honestly, either of them can win in a lot of different ways. I feel like Song Yadong could win via decision, especially considering this is 3 rounds and not 5, which obviously is always going to favor Piotr Zion's opponent if it goes to a decision.
No, yeah, for sure.
But Piotr Jan could get a finish in this fight easily. Like, if Song Yadong's getting a finish, it's going to be a KO TKO. Piotr's going to be able to take him down. He could probably submit him or TKO him. Like, I feel like Piotr could win in more ways, but I feel like Song Yadong has the better chance of getting the win.
Piotr has 1 sub in his career.
I mean, yeah, but
2015.
Song Yadong's got lost via groin kicks.
Nice.
I just thought that would be funny. But not yet.
Yeah. Road to M1.
I mean, Song has been finished before. He got finished in the 2nd round way back. And then he also has the 4th round Dr. Stoppage cut. Corey Sandhagen, his last loss. I feel like it would be very unlikely for this fight to get finished. I don't know. I don't see that really happening. I feel like both of them are just so game. They're both so tough and durable. They're just going to be going after each other 15 minutes. Honestly, this also has the potential to be fight of the night for sure.
It could. It just... There are... to be fair, you have 3 fights on the main card that could easily be fight of the night. And this, Kevin Holland MVP, Benoit, and Dustin.
Yeah.
All 3 of those could easily be fight of the night.
I know we were talking about doubling up on a performance before. I don't think that's going to happen because I feel like they're going to end up handing out more bonuses than they normally do.
Maybe they did on the last Miami card.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible.
And it's like the way this shit is stacked out. Like,
they're going to... The gate's going to be disgusting on this event, probably, with Sean O'Malley headlining this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Did y'all see that O'Malley's got pink shorts?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very nice. I like
forgot to mention that.
It's a very minor thing, you know.
It is such a minor thing, but
it ain't Bryce Mitchell calling for his camo shorts and getting his camo shorts, you know. It took fucking 2 sponsorship deals of him yelling.
Give
me my camo.
I just want fighters to be able to have custom colored shorts no matter what, but you know, that's just me.
No, that'd just be a lot cooler,
I was gonna say much cooler.
Just allow fucking the personality of fighters to be able to shine through all the fucking blandness the UFC tries to fucking instill in everything.
Yeah. It would actually, you want to know what's funny about it? It'd actually make the fighters more marketable, which they can sell more, which they can make you more money.
Nah, can't do it. But Kate, you didn't really say nothing on this fight. What are your thoughts on this?
I have no thoughts. Not. Because originally when it was announced, I was like, nah, Song got this. But the only thing that I'm questioning, I'm like, is Piotr really going to let himself go on a 4-fight losing streak?
It can't happen. It's impossible.
That's my main question.
No, it can't.
I feel like he's not going to let that happen, and I feel like that's why he's going to win.
He's too good to go on a 4-fight losing streak.
For me, it was the opposite. He's thinking, oh, I can't let this become a 4-fight losing streak, and that's why he's going to lose, because he's going to be too open, and he's going to get caught with more.
His 3 out of 3 of his 4 losses are bullshit. A legal knee should have been a legal rule. You know what I mean? Absolute bullshit. Split decision to Aljo, should have won that split decision. Same to Sean O'Malley, should have won that one. Marab, he still wants the rematch.
Yeah, he straight up lost to Marab.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost, bro.
I was very seeing that he wanted the rematch with Sean O'Malley. No surprise in that. Obviously, he's a champ. Makes sense. It was a close fight. Seeing that he wanted the rematch with Marab, I was like, what? That's also part of it where it's like, what have you done this last year that you're coming back like I want that back? Dude threw 400 strikes and fucking damn near 50 takedowns on your ass. Like, what makes you want that fight again? You think it could just be him seeing Henry just hit him with that left hook? He's like, oh yeah, I forgot to throw a left hook.
I don't think it's that simple.
Could you imagine if it was?
That would be really funny though.
They have the rematch. He wins. Gets on the mic. Yeah, I forgot in pocket, throw left hook.
I need to rewatch that fight to see if he ever threw a left hook in there. But yeah, Piotr's just such a good fighter, man. It's like, yeah, he's on such a rough run right now, but it's like, it just does not, it's just 3-fight losing streak. It doesn't represent me. You know what I mean? Like,
it doesn't represent him.
You got it.
No.
But yeah, it's just, I want him to win so bad. Song, like you said, he's had so many motherfucking fights, but this dude's still 26 years old somehow. I don't fucking understand it. It's just absolutely incredible. But it's all right for him to take another loss. You know, former champ, it's whatever.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's 10-2 in one draw in the UFC, so it's like, what's another loss, you know? That's a great record for 26. It's fucking stupid.
Piotr 8-4 in the UFC.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
All 4 of his losses coming in his last 5 fights.
Song has one more fight than him.
Yeah, it's insane. But this is going to be such a good fight. I'm so excited for it. This is just such a good main card. Every single one of these fights could easily be like fight night main event, or just, you know what I mean? It just every single one of them are amazing. And then we get into the prelims, and the fucking great fights don't stop there, because I'm pretty excited for this one too. Curtis Blades versus Jailton Almeida. I'm very excited for both of them to be tested against good grapplers at the top end of the division.
Bring up the butt.
But I was so incredibly surprised to see that Curtis Blades has a 33% takedown defense rate inside of the UFC. Against someone like Jailton Almeida that's going to shoot on him probably within the first 20 to 30 seconds of the fight.
I was going to say up until, actually he might have even done it with Derek Lewis. I don't remember. But all of his fights in the UFC up until Jar Jar that I know for sure, all of them were taken down within the first 30 seconds. Yeah. Every single one of them.
Yeah. Dude is a grappling machine at heavyweight. He's on the lighter side, you know, a smaller heavyweight. Used to be a 205er. So it's just like, who knows with just because Curtis is a big motherfucker at heavyweight. He would never be able to make 205 at any point in his life. So it's like, who knows if he will be able to take him down. You know, maybe Curtis is going to be stronger in there. He's saying that he's looking to just stand up with him, test his striking, which is obviously the smart game plan for Curtis Blades. It's like, dude was beating Derek Lewis on the feet for the entire fight. He lost when he shot the takedown, you know? Like, it's just...
Tries to shoot a takedown too far out.
Yeah. It's just... Can he keep it on the feet with takedown defense like that? It's like, you have to be able to keep it on the feet.
Yeah.
So...
The thing is, it just all depends on, like, the way he's, like, defending the takedown. Because, like, again, if he's smart, the first takedown I have seen Jailton Almeida go for it every time is teep into a double leg.
Yeah.
That is his first takedown every time.
Imagine Curtis Blades,
time that.
The one fighter that can time the uppercut or like a knee off of that or some shit.
Yep.
All the other guys that Jailton's fought.
That'd be insane. I'd love it. Not gonna lie.
That'd be really funny. That'd be awesome.
The biggest reason I just want Curtis to win is he has been hoed by the UFC so fucking much. It's like, no, fuck them. Get this win. No, and then you're probably going to end up having to fight, you know, Pavlovich next.
No, they just fought.
But seriously, that's what they've been doing to him. He goes on a good streak, fighting fucking guys that are ranked, whatever, 3 fights, 4 fights, and they're like, instead of a title shot, take the hardest hitter, and he might be ranked below you too.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was about
And
to say,
like,
his
just
UFC
sucks.
debut was
It
against
does.
Ngannou, which we'll throw that out for a second. But then goes on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-fight undefeated streak. Loses to Ngannou in the first 45 seconds of their fight. Goes on a 4-fight winning streak. Loses to Derek Lewis. Goes on a 3-fight winning streak. Sergey Pavlovich.
yeah.
And I mean, honestly, with just like how the heavyweight title picture is right now, obviously it's in such a mess. If Curtis goes out there and gets a very solid win, I would love to see Tom defend his interim title against him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a rematch I really don't mind because that was due to injury.
Yeah, it was a nothing fight.
Honestly, I think that Curtis can and should be able to win the fight. Like, Jailton has good takedowns, but it's like Curtis is a grappler, so he's not going to lay on the ground the way Derek Lewis did. Like, I'm sorry, but Jailton not being able to finish Derek Lewis, just like, it really took a lot of notches down for me. You know what I mean? Like, that was incredibly disappointing. He was able to keep getting the takedowns, but he couldn't do shit with it. So it's like, Curtis has much better grappling than him. It's not going to just stay in that position. Like, Curtis should win, honestly.
Like,
honestly.
Watching Jailton Almeida be in mount against Derek Lewis and then stand up like from that position and just standing over him and then watch Derek Lewis still lay on his back. Like, that was just crazy. Absolutely insane to watch. I 100% agree. Like, that, there's no way that he's gonna be able to just do that to Curtis in the same fashion.
And
the only thing I wonder if it's just like one of those things where it's like, as a grappler, you're gonna engage more, you're gonna do more. I wonder if that could set up more opportunities for Jailton to grab a sub on top. That's like
maybe, but
that's
it's
kind
like
of the thing.
Curtis has been finished in all of his fights, but he's been knocked out by heavy hitters.
Yes.
That's not Jailton.
Yeah, we don't know what he looks like on the feet for an extended period of time still at heavyweight. Like,
so it's just, I don't know. It's, I think that Curtis can win, honestly. I just don't think that Jailton's going to be able to knock him out, and I think that Curtis is just better.
Yeah.
No, 100%. I will say this. It is insane how you can get a 50-44 and your stock goes down.
Yeah.
That's like insane.
Yeah, dude out over like 20 minutes of control time against fucking Derek Lewis. It was terrible. Like, absolutely horrible. And because it's like, you know, Curtis fucking grapple fucked Alexander Volkov over 3 rounds, was just ragged on him like it was nothing. And he got real tired after that and, you know, struggled 4 and 5. But it's like, he did that for the first 3 rounds. That's all this fight is 15 minutes.
I was going to say this is only 3 rounds, though, so.
So, yeah, I feel like, I don't know. It's definitely going to be hard. Curtis can definitely get it done. But it's like, Jailton, he's obviously a fucking talented fighter. It's like, it's going to be a very exciting fight to just see where it's like, what's the fucking grappling defense at the high level for Curtis look like? If he is able to take, stop the takedowns, what's Jailton look like on the feet against a big guy like him? It's going to be so good. I'm excited for that one. This next one, though, we're finally here. I don't feel like talking about it too much. Caitlin Seminara is back fighting Macy Barber. As soon as it got announced, I don't expect anything from this fight. It's going to be dog shit. I had that thought as soon as it was announced, and I still have that one now. Macy saying she's going to get a TKO over her.
You think Caitlin's just going to win the decision?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's the name of her game.
I know.
Throw jabs and move, and you will win for 15 minutes. Like, she's got this. She's taller and longer, I'm pretty sure. Like, just a way more experienced fighter. Macy,
she's 5'9".
Yeah, fucking 68-inch reach. Macy Barber sitting at
5'5", 65-inch reach.
Yeah. So I just feel like Macy Barber's gonna shit the bed again, and there's already been so many fights where she's just on the outside throwing punches, and it's like you're way out of distance. Like, it just, you know, like just punching air, and against someone like Caitlin, it's just terrible. Jab and move. Yeah. That's going to be her entire shit for 15 minutes, and she probably wins this very easily. I don't know if you think anything different, Ginger.
Not really.
Very nice. But yeah, so nothing really on that. I'm kind of surprised that that fight is over this next one. Pretty solid fight at 155 pounds. Mateusz Gamrot taking on former champ RDA Rafael dos Anjos. RDA's just too old, man. I mean, who knows with him making the cut back down to 155, maybe he'll just be in real good shape. It's not a 5-round fight. It's only 3 rounds, so that's probably going to be much better for him and able to just keep up and hang with him.
Yeah.
Yo, is RDA going to get the upset, man?
Bruh, I kind of feel like he's going to.
It's entirely possible.
Biggest underdog on the card. Gamrot the biggest favorite. Damn near 5-1.
Gamrot is just...
He's good.
He's good, but I don't feel like he has the threat that takes out RDA.
Normally. I think Gamrot should win, but I don't know why I feel like RDA is gonna just do it.
But like, I just feel like RDA is just gonna be too good for him to beat. For Mateusz Gamrot to beat RDA by decision, I just think RDA is too good to lose to decision to Gamrot. So I don't think Gamrot's gonna be able to do enough. And Gamrot definitely is not submitting RDA.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
So for me, it just leaves RDA winning.
Yeah. Bro, are we finally gonna get the Islam RDA fight that we've been waiting years for?
No.
What?
We're getting the Conor RDA fight we've been waiting years for.
That'd be so awesome for RDA.
Yeah, I accept that.
It would be. I'd love it.
Winner of that gets to fight Islam.
I'll give you that one. Fine.
Nah, Conor's coming back. He's fighting Chandler, and then Nate Diaz in the Sphere, right? That's the real fight news that we should have had on later. I totally forgot about that. God damn it.
Oh, yeah. They wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I thought Nate said he'd never fight Conor again.
He's not even in the UFC.
That's what I mean.
But yeah,
But he's also not signed anywhere either.
Yeah. But Gamrot, he should win this fight. If he loses, that would honestly be so bad.
That would be so funny.
But that...
Like, okay, the reason why I
just feel like it's gonna happen.
The reason why I think it's gonna be funny is because it's like he got the split decision over Jalen Turner, which, you know, a lot of people did not think he won that fight.
Yo.
And then he won against Fiziev because Fiziev injured his leg throwing a kick, like the one he was standing on. So literally nothing Gamrot did ended that fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just going to be RDA here, like, I got this. Like, I don't know.
Wasn't
it's just
there controversy also with the Armin Saryukian fight?
Yes.
Didn't people think Armin won that fight?
Yes, I thought Armin won that fight.
So, like...
And then he got beat up and out-grappled by Benny.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like he's just going to get beat up by 2 older lightweights, and that's just going to be the fraud check.
Right, it's very, like, it might happen.
Because to be fair,
RDA might just hold him against the cage for 15 minutes and beat him. His
last, 3 wins are kind of all fraudulent.
A little bit. And it's like, even before that, Diego Ferreira. He's old.
Yeah.
Solid,
Jeremy
right?
Stevens.
But Scott Hotzoff
was never that good. Right? Lost to Guram. His debut.
Yeah.
Man, their careers went completely opposite directions.
Yeah, but I'm very surprised that he's as big of a favorite as he is, honestly. Like,
It definitely just has to do with RDA's age.
Yeah.
He's been out for a while,
definitely be favoring the younger guys for sure.
And how long has it been since he fought? Like 2 years?
RDA?
No, he just fought Vicente Luque.
He just fought
August.
Vicente. And even then, December
I don't know why
22.
I totally forgot about the Luque fight, but I didn't know what month it was. I just knew that the Barberena fight was in 22.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was literally the end. It might as well have been January.
Yeah. I mean, so, the last time that he's fought at 155 was against Rafael Fiziev. That was a 5-round fight. Ended up lost that over 5. In the 5th round, I should say. But that was, back in fucking July of 22. So it has been a while since he's fought at 155.
No, yeah, 100%.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be a not great fight, probably. I don't think it's gonna be the most exciting one, especially with all the other fights on the card.
Definitely not. It's not gonna live up to them at all.
Yeah, no. But
at least it's under all of it, so we get the 100%. Build up.
Exactly, that's very true. But yeah, I would not be surprised if we see RDA just go out there and just kind of hold him up against the cage for 15 minutes. I'm just probably gonna be the game plan. Just pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Stop him from being able to get all of his shit off. But yeah, that would be pretty cool though for RDA as an old man to get that shit done. What, 37 years old now?
39.
30. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I didn't realize he was that old.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not gonna win this fight. I don't know, man. That's pretty. Oof. Great fight though. Great fight. Those are definitely the biggest fights, all the biggest names. I figured from here with the rest of them, I would ask you guys, what's your most anticipated fight out of all of the rest of the prelims? Kate, you want to go first?
The Battle of the Michelles. That's like the one that I'm really excited for. Michelle Pereira, Michelle Oleksiejczuk.
Yep.
Yeah. That's going to be a good ass fight.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be so fun.
Michelle Pereira's move up to 185 is a beautiful thing for him.
Yeah, he's about to knock him the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's going to be very nice.
That's kind of thing, though.
Oleksiejczuk's good.
He's tough, and he has some power on him as well.
Yeah.
He can knock 100%. Out Pereira.
I know.
Yeah.
I just feel like Pereira's going to get it done.
That's going to be a banger for as long as it lasts. It could possibly go 15. I wouldn't be the most surprised. Yeah. It could just be a war for 15 minutes back and forth. Every time Michelle Pereira fights, though, I just want to see him fucking just bust out that wacky shit again. Just stop trying so hard to win and just have fun like Kevin Holland. You know what I mean? But yeah. Ginger, what about you, though? What's your most anticipated fight on this prelims that you're excited for?
Well, it was Battle of the Michelles, but I'll go to my second. Felipe Lins versus Inku Dalaba. Because, again, this is just going to be someone's getting finished in the first 5 minutes of this fight.
That's very true.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun for those 5 minutes.
That's just really funny because me and Kate talking about this earlier, just talking shit about this fight, like, what the fuck is this fight on this card? And I was like, hey, at least it's probably going to end early. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, very correct on that. That is, if that shit goes into the second round, that's terrible.
If it goes over a minute into the second round.
If it goes in a second, it's terrible. Should end in under 5. But yeah, should get it early stoppage on that one. For me, though, easily the one that I am most anticipated for is the UFC debut of Robelis Despain. This dude, 4-0, 35 years old at heavyweight. It's all right. It's heavyweight. He's got 7-8 more solid years of work. He's fucking got it. But an Olympic Taekwondo medalist. I'm not sure what he medaled. It might have been bronze. Either way, he's a fucking heavyweight and he does Taekwondo. His last 3 fights all ending in under 20 seconds combined. He's fighting Josh Parisian. I expect him to go out there and just knock him out almost instantly, like he has been doing. This dude is ginormous, 6'7" with an 87-inch reach, the fucking longest reach out there in the UFC. He's just a fucking freak, and yeah, I just expect really fun fights, just more fun performances probably out of him. They're probably going to push him to the top real quick too.
Yeah, I was about to say, Jimmy, you said next 7 years because he's a heavyweight. You forgot to factor in that he's also Cuban, so he's probably got something like Yoel Romero. So he's got another decade of fights.
Yeah, also like Yoel fucking starting his MMA career very fucking, early 30s or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just crazy. I'm very excited for that. I just feel very bad for Josh. That's just kind of fucked up that they gave him that fight. But it's also like, who else are you going to give to a 4-0 guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone that's 15-7 and has been finished.
2-4 in the UFC.
Let's go. But hey, that's what Jan Blachowicz started out as, right?
Right, he did. Can't disagree.
But But yeah, there's a couple other fights on the card, but not the most exciting. Pedro Munoz, Kyler Phillips.
Cool.
It's a Pedro fight. It's not gonna be great. But yeah, CJ Vergara, Joanne Wood.
Hopefully
back.
Kyler wins.
Yeah, that would be terrible if Kyler loses. He's definitely got.
Yeah.
It would be awesome if he gets that step up. But absolutely amazing card. UFC 299. Then, yeah. Also going on this weekend. Well, going on Friday morning. Francis Ngannou taking on Anthony Joshua.
Man.
The thing that I love most about this fight, honestly, is just when you look at the records. 27-3 versus 0-1 boxing main event. It's beautiful.
Yep.
But obviously, it's fucking Francis, so he's our boy, and it's okay. He could be 0-4 and he should be in a boxing main event, right?
Yeah.
Nah, not at that point.
I'm okay with it.
You're going a little far there.
A little bit too far, but it's alright. Even if he went 0-4, he's gonna make all the fucking money in the world that he needs.
Because at that point, if you went 0-3, my assumptions are he had already fought. He's already fought Fury. He would have lost to Anthony, and then he would have fought Deontay, which I think he beats Deontay in a way. But
yeah,
like he would have fought the people who he can main event against,
exactly,
and people actually care.
But the thing is that they're rematch clause, so it'll keep happening.
Yeah, I don't know. We're
0-6,
and
then he can't.
Really funny. But yeah, I just really hope that Francis can get this done.
Yeah.
And it's just like, in my heart, I know for a fact that he can knock Anthony Joshua unconscious. This man got finished by Andy Ruiz, who is nowhere near the fucking puncher that Francis is. Like, let's fucking go, man. I'm so excited for this one. And yeah, you just gotta root for our boy Francis. And then he's gonna come back and fuck up fucking Renan Fajeda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Demolish him.
30 seconds between both fights. Anthony Joshua and Renan Fajeda.
That would be insane.
That would be insane.
Yo, one punch knockout in the first round. Beautiful. But yeah, probably not gonna go. But I don't know. I'm excited for that one. Let's fucking go. But the real next card to talk about, one Fight Night 20, another Amazon Prime card. It's headlined by the Queen, the biggest fucking shit on the card, the thing that we're all most excited for. Well, probably not Ginger because he don't care about this shit.
See?
I'm sorry, I legitimately am tired.
Whatever.
It is 10 p.m.
It's fine. She became the interim champ in her last one. She's looking to unify this one against Janet JT Todd. And with just how she's been performing and just how young she is.
And her overall record.
Yeah, you got to bring it up every time. Was it 207 now?
207 wins and 6 losses.
With about like a 60% fucking knockout rate. She's just amazing, man. I have no doubts in my mind that she's going to be able to go out there and get it done against Janet Todd. Because, yeah, she's on the older side too, 38 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Lost her last one to Alicia Rodriguez, who is also fighting on the card in the co-main. But coming off a loss, Fajija coming off the fucking incredible streak that she's on.
Yeah.
The new tide is here. Let's fucking go. But in the co-main event, Alicia Rodriguez, as I mentioned, she's back after her loss in her last one to Smilla Sundell, which...
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
I mean, she moved up and she was against a fucking monster who towered over her, and... Yeah.
Yeah. Which is just crazy that it's only her 4th one championship fight and just been in all title fights. Just fucking fighting Stamp, Janet Todd, and the one before Smilla moving up. But yeah, coming back down to defend her title. It's just like, who knows how it's going to go coming off such a rough loss like that, you know? It's like Christina, she got the nice win over Anna in her last one.
Anna looked terrible.
Yeah.
Honestly. So, like, it's kind of hard to see where she's at because it's just, you know, she's 1-1 in 1.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Alicia is good.
Yeah. It's like how much of that, exactly like you said, was just Anna not looking good, or just, you know, Christina just a solid fighter and just, you know what I mean? But it's like, getting a big win over a star like that, they're gonna put her into a title fight. It makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. But with the way that Alicia hung in there with Smilla for 3 rounds, like, she ended up getting finished. I just think that she can handle it. Smilla's different.
Yeah. But the only other real fight on that card that I am excited for is motherfucking Martina. She just fought in one, made her debut fucking not less than a month ago, and just beat the shit out of fucking Anna's sister.
Yeah, it was crazy. The pace that she put on this girl was disgusting.
Yeah, nonstop action, power punches, kicks, knees, elbows, everything, all the fucking, just the entire fight. It was beautiful.
Yeah, and then after she finished her in the second round, she just came out screaming about Polish power, and it was awesome.
Yeah. You gotta love it. The first female Polish fighter inside of one, so that's just another cool thing. And then, yeah, after she won, she called to be on this card, and she got it. So it's just fighting less than a month later. Always love to see that shit. And, yeah, pretty sure she's doesn't have it on here, but I'm pretty sure she's young.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's only a 9-fight card overall, so not the most stacked one, but it should be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for it. Ginger, you haven't said anything. I don't know if you got any thoughts.
I don't. I only watched Alicia's last fight, which was against Samilla, and she kind of got destroyed. Like, I can't say much about it. You know what I mean?
Nah, I understand. Yeah. But yeah, definitely gonna be excited for that. Just so much shit going on this weekend. It's gonna be great. And then we got a little bit of fight news, really not too much, so we could go through it quick. We've been here for a while. But Elvis Brenner, he's back. I'm so excited for this one. Taking on, Kate, pronounce his name.
I knew you were going to do that.
Mektebek Orabai. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced.
That sounds right.
Pretty sure. But yeah, he only had one fight in the UFC, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, against Eros Medic.
Yeah, and it was short notice, I'm pretty sure as well. I'm not sure. But he looked absolutely amazing. It was at 170 pounds, moving down to 155.
Which he hasn't fought here in a couple years, so I wonder how that's going to look.
Yeah, definitely going to need to see how that weigh-in goes on Friday. But against Elvis Brenner, man, this dude is a fucking monster.
Yeah.
I just, I don't know. In terms of just, their skill and, I'm just not really sure how it's going to play out. I feel like, for me, just the biggest factor going into it is just how's that weight going to go? Because if he struggles with that and it's rough at all, Elves is going to slice a hole right through his fucking face.
Hell yeah, because it's not like he's bigger than him. They're the same height. They're both 5'10". It's he got a little bit of a reach advantage over Elves, but he's just been fucking people up.
Yeah. He did on my man Gurm so bad. It was terrible to watch. Great for Elves. And he's on my draft. Honorable mention. Let's fucking go. So he's getting it done easily. Yeah. This next one, though. Our boy Chase Hooper. There's no way in hell he gets it done easily. He could get it done, but it's going to be rough as shit because he's fighting Slava Claus. Which, I don't like this matchup at all. Just not even a little bit. Slava is way too big of a puncher, way too much of a banger. Chase has been looking great at 155 pounds, definitely looking better, starting to fill out into that frame a little bit. I just feel like he probably gets put out in the first round.
It's so hard. It's not hard. It's scary.
Yeah, if he's able to go out there and just fucking take down Slava and get a sub, that would be so great to see. I would love that. It's just hard, man. I don't know. Slava trains out of fucking Uriah Faber's gym, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's out of Alpha Male.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah, so he's got to have some solid grappling, you know what I mean? He's got to be working on it a little bit.
He lost the mark to Casey, so...
Mark's be grappling, it's fine. He learned to grapple in his career. We'll see. But yeah, that's just such a scary fight for Chase. He's got to fucking really fill up on M&Ms for that one for sure. I don't know. I'll never let that down. When he fucking, I forget which fight he was, but he won that fight. He said, "I'm gonna go to M&M World and enjoy some M&Ms." Yeah. I'll just never forget that. I loved him ever since. Let's fucking go. But Ginger's boy, he's fucking back in a wacky turn of events because Junior Taffa was supposed to fight Carl Williams, but then we had the whole situation with Justin Taffa pulling out on weigh-in day. So then Junior Taffa filled in there. But because that happened, they needed someone for Carl Williams to fight. So who other than the brother? It's beautiful. What a fucking scenario going on.
Yeah, it is really funny. Anyway, Taffa getting grapple fucked.
Yeah, both of them gonna. Well, Junior got his leg kicked out, but he did get grappled up in there a little bit. But yeah, Carl Williams, he's a pretty solid grappler at heavyweight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna favor him for sure. But who knows? Maybe Justin can get a nice knockout. That would be nice for him.
Yeah, but probably not.
Maybe Justin has better takedown defense than his brother.
I learned in the last one that there is no better Taffa, bro.
That's just your perception.
Perception is reality, my friend.
Yes, which is why Justin is the better Taffa brother.
Let's go. But the last two announcements on the fucking for the week, we got some Bellator announcements. Usman Nurmagomedov is back. He's fighting Shabley. I don't really
kind of expected.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's just Usman's back. You know what I mean? That's really that one.
Yeah.
And then
Shabley was kind of the only guy to fight at the moment at 155.
They could have done Brett Primus. He was supposed to. Or well, no, he was supposed to fight Shabley and Brett Primus filled in. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my bad.
I was about to say he just fought Brett.
Yeah, I forgot. Too many fight shit going on. I'm not gonna remember all the Bellator shit. You know what I mean? But the real one that's back is motherfucking Patchy. He's defending his title after winning it against Sergio Pettis. But the question is, why is it Magomed?
Yeah, it's like I'm so excited that Patchy is fighting, but Magomed got fucked up by him. Like he was put out cold in a gilly a fight ago because he lost to him, beat Danny, and then now he's fighting him again. Like Patchy's had multiple wins in between. It's just like, why are we going back to this? I get it. They probably don't have anybody else, but
it's just funny too
Patchy's
because
back.
I went to go like the Bellator website and just look up their rankings to just see like where they had them at to just kind of see, and they don't have rankings anymore on their website. PFL took them down. Why? Why would they do that? I don't understand. How could they make the Bellator website worse?
They somehow did it too.
It's just
because I literally just went there now.
Yep, they don't have them. They changed up how they organize the fighters, but no rankings. But that's all the fight news that we got. That's everything for this podcast. I'm so fucking excited for 299. Let's fucking go. Yeah, we will see you on the review to all this great shit. I hope we're not crying afterwards. You know what I mean? That's all. Let's go. Peace out, everyone.